It's the Britt Rochelle Show. Do 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 do. Hey y'all, I'm Britt Rochelle, and this is my new friend, the tiny tato.
Hello.
And today we're going to be making a delicious treat, the perfect icebreaker, or just something sweet and yummy to snack on.
My favorite cookie, at least.
Chocolate chip cookies. Let's apron up and get started. For this recipe, you're going to need flour, vanilla, chocolate chips, of course, 2 eggs, 1 cup of butter that's been softened, not melted. You know the difference. Some brown sugar, some white sugar, salt, baking powder, and baking soda. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so let's start by mixing up our dry ingredients. Start with, we're going to need 3 cups of flour, my dear.
Okay, let me try not to spill it everywhere.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
That's what the aprons are for. There we go. Nice and level.
Ish.
So this is your favorite cookie?
Yes.
Mine too. Oh, I the last time I made these, I used peanut butter in them and mixed it with the regular butter, and it turned out really good. But we're trying a different recipe today. There's so many different ways to make a cookie. There really is. They can be crispy, they can be chewy. All of that. All right, fabulous. There we go. So we'll do.
Is that half a teaspoon?
Yes, half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then a full teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of salt. Because it's fun.
Gotcha. Had me worried. Second guess. How much salt?
1 teaspoon, please.
Same thing.
You come here often?
I have been recently.
Yeah. We've been having fun. I can't wait for all our cosplays we've been planning out.
Yeah. We have a list.
Yes, it's ever expanding. I think the next one we're finally set on what, Daphne and Velma?
Daphne and Velma.
Whisking away. Yep, just in circles, just like she's doing it. She's doing it perfectly. Scraping the sides of the bowl, getting it all well combined. Alright, now we shall set this to the side and get to our wet ingredients.
Butter.
Yes, we're going to cream this cup of butter with a 1/2 cup each of white and brown sugar. You just fill this up halfway.
And then fill the other half with regular sugar.
Yeah. It's going to work together on that. That's fine if you just fill that the rest of the way. Go forth.
Sugar.
Perfect. And I shake it like I do to try and get a level measurement. I'll throw that in there. Cream it together with this here fork. Unless you would like to do the honors.
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
I am the guest. I can't have you doing all the work.
No, of course not. It gives me something else to do. I'm just going to kick back and just, some good creaming right there. I used to just, when I make these as a youngin' or any recipe where you just cream the butter and sugar, I just stop myself from just eating it. Because it's delicious, but that's because it's just butter and sugar.
Then you're gonna love my Crisco pound cake recipe.
Ooh, no, I can't wait.
It is mostly just oil and sugar and butter.
Oh, lovely.
Family recipe. Batter so fluffy like this.
Oh yeah, well we're definitely gonna have to do an episode on that. Alright, we have mixed that in. Now we're gonna beat in our eggs and vanilla. Oh, damn it. I was trying to go for the double crack and I got too excited. It happens sometimes. We're going to dispose of that. We want to measure out 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Gotcha.
And we'll get to mixing.
This is a teaspoon, right?
Yes.
Cool.
I know it's confusing because that one, I don't know why on those ones, usually the capital T is the tablespoon and the lowercase t is a teaspoon. And that one, they're all capitals. You just have to look for the B. Yes, 2. You look for the B, and that's tablespoon, and no B is teaspoon. We'll cream those for about a minute or just until it's all nice and light. Stealing my dance moves from the mixing process.
Time to fold it in with the batter.
Oh yeah, that sweet, sweet chalky chip batter. How about you? I'm a big fan of the silicone rubber spatulas myself. One of the beauties of it is you can just take that and get just all of it. There's no waste. See? Beautiful and clean. There you go.
Well, thank you. And we're just gonna fold the batter and the flour mix.
Yep. And then we'll finally add the best part.
Might have to snack on a few of those.
Right. I'll go and get that open while you're mixing. And here's my question. Do you measure your chocolate chips for your cookies, or do you
I measure with the heart.
Yes, so do I. I say that all the time on here. Now, if you're trying to follow the recipe closely at home, you'll be using about 1 to 2 cups, depending on your preference. But we're going to measure with our hearts today. That's what we do here on the Britt Rochelle Show.
And our hearts say very chocolatey.
Very chocolatey.
Can't have me doing all the work. You
I
gonna
got
jump
you.
in
Yeah,
here?
I can jump in there for you. Just try and... Before it gets thoroughly mixed, I find it helpful to just do the old scrape and press and twist the bowl as I go. Because then that way everything gets mostly combined and then you can really start the folding. Don't be afraid to really get aggressive with it. Another thing I find interesting about chocolate chip cookie recipes is sometimes they'll have you just fold the chocolate chips in with the dry ingredients, but this one's just having us do it last, which honestly I think more tests will be needed to see which is more efficient.
Yes, we should do lots of chocolate chip cookie tests.
Yes, and not just because we like the cookies, it's for science.
Scientific reasons only. Alright, we're about ready for the chalky chips.
Yes, chalky chips. There we go. Now, once it's nice and combined like this, you'll notice very little, if not zero, flecks of flour. It's gonna be a nice big dough ball, like such. Alright, you care to do the honors?
Oh, alright. I think that might be good. Actually, let me just do the rest of them.
I cannot believe you just put the whole bag in. Now we'll just fold it in.
Yeah,
I believe in you.
well, I mean, if you listen to sugar, you replace it with some.
Fair enough.
You wanted me to measure with my heart.
I did. I didn't really. Your heart said more sugar. That's for sure.
I told you I have a sweet tooth.
Well, wait, you saw it here first. Tiny Tot here has a big old sweet tooth. She's tiny, but the sweet tooth is big.
I mean, but does that look good or not?
I mean, it does. I'm not gonna say no. No, and it's dispersing well, so it's a good thing that some cookie recipes can't handle a full bag, but here on the Britt Rochelle Show, we whole bag it.
I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
As you're rolling your cookies into balls, don't be afraid to get your hands in there. Make sure that you don't lose any chocolate chips. No chocolate chips should be left behind in this recipe. So take it by spoonfuls, kind of round them up. And you want to space them 1 to 2 inches apart because you don't know how they're going to spread until you get them in the oven. Let's get these bad boys in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. We'll see you in a little bit. You had a pretty good idea there, Tiny Tato. Why don't you explain what you're going to be doing now?
Alright, so this bowl of dough would probably make about 3 pans of regular baking sheet cookies, but we are actually going to be using a muffin tin to make little muffin-sized cookies. So we are just going to be greasing up this pan so our cookies don't stick. That would be tragic. And then we are going to bake them as well. And you're going to want to fill the muffin tins about 2/3 full. You don't want your cookies exploding out of them. That would also be tragic for your oven.
Yes. There you go. I try to get the tops too, just in case they explode like muffins.
And then these will go in the oven for about 10 minutes as well. Something smells good.
Doesn't it? Let's get these bad boys out of the oven. But we are going to have to wait at least another 2 minutes to let them finish cooking on top of the rack.
Oh, they look so good.
Don't they just? They're perfectly brown on the top, just the way we like them. Let's get those on a plate so they don't cook too much longer.
Gotcha.
So, I like to just scoop around the sides, get those loosened, and then try to tilt it with that.
Gotcha. I was just gonna go in.
Oh no! They're so hot!
Like,
They're so hot! We wanna have safety first here in my kitchen. And this thing with how brown these are, I don't think we want to cook them too much longer. The heat itself should finish the job if they're still a little soft in the middle. And if you like them, yes. And if you like them a little extra doughy, ooey gooey, I'd say just take them out of the oven sooner. So our first batch didn't quite flatten out as much as we would have liked, so we're gonna try and make this next batch, with the remainder of our dough, a bit more aesthetic. Just gonna roll them up into a little ball and flatten them on the tray. That way you've got your nice aesthetic cookie. However, our first batch, though a little rounder, it's gonna be just as delicious. It's still a cookie.
with lots of chocolate chips.
And lots of love. Here we go. Leave no dough behind. There we go.
As you can see, the cookies look delicious.
Yes, we did end up making them in about 3 different shapes. These round boys ended up taking a bit longer to cook. They're a bit too doughy in the middle. These ones just look perfect. And of course we have these ones just made in muffin tins because we can.
The mookies.
The mookies. So no matter how you shape them, a chocolate chip cookie's hard to mess up. So let's just give them a taste test and make sure they're delicious. Oh yeah. You really can't mess with the classic. Oh, no, you have to share. Yep. Thanks for watching our chocolate chip cookie recipe. Enjoy. Hey there, Peaches. So thank you so much for watching our video. We really hope you enjoyed it. And if you really enjoyed this recipe, don't be afraid to slide in my DMs and let me know. I'm on so many socials, either at Britt Rochelle or Britt Rochelle 18. Don't be afraid to swing by my page, and yeah, just let me know what you think. And if all your friends also need some tasty treats, which I'm sure they do, don't be afraid to share this with everyone you know. Everyone deserves chocolate chip cookies in their lives.
And you can find me at tinyandadorable, or you can find the tag with Britt Rochelle, but I'm also on TikTok and Instagram, so check me out.
Stay peachy, y'all. Those cookies turned out so good.
So good.
How are we even gonna end this video?
We could end it how I always end my videos.
Go for it. Do what you do.
Tiny Tato out.
Solid. Works for me.
Bravo! Bravo!
We did it. We did it. We filmed a cooking video. We did it. We did it.